Hey everybody, welcome. I'm back. Sorry it took me a hot minute to get everything going. Oh lordy, that new episode, oh man. Kane Pixels just once again winds up to bat and knocks it out of the park. Oh, unreal. Simply unreal. Alrighty, let us hop on in, shall we? How have you all been? Hey TG Cosmic. Let's go more building. Yes, more building. Space Valk 3. Alrighty. So, have you all watched the newest Kane Pixels video? I know I did. Oh, it was amazing. I'm blown away every time he manages to just like annihilate our expectations. I don't know, man. How's it when I actually try to say something grammatically correct ends up being less correct than I don't know. My brain will add and subtract and delete things that don't need to be there sometimes. I guess that's just, I don't know, it's a curse. But at any rate, how have you all been? Welcome, welcome. How big is the world file? Shouldn't be more than a few hundred megs. Doesn't it say? I don't know what Optimized World does, and I don't want to press a button I shouldn't. Open World folder. There we are. It says... Oh, okay, it's actually bigger now. It's 1.2 gigs. Okay. Fair. I've done a lot of, like, adding on and exploring. So, like, it's not, you know, that small anymore, but like when it was a world download from 2B2T, or it was freshly taken from 2B2T, it was only like a few hundred meg. Like, it's actually ballooned quite a bit over the last several years. And I can't believe I can say several years regarding Space Valk 3, but yeah, I've been working on this thing for several years now. About 2 years on stream. Wild thinking about that. This was the very first place I streamed, too. Yeah, enjoys the follow-up on previous scenes. I know, I wasn't expecting us to have an immediate follow-up on the Backrooms episode with the most recent stuff going on. And if you don't know anything about the Backrooms by Kane Pixels, I highly suggest you go watch it. Because if you don't, you're going to be totally lost. Hate to tell you, I'm gonna talk and I'm gonna blabber about all sorts of garbage that you're not going to know anything about. Because, like, it's an awesome, awesome series. So, I'm wondering if, first and foremost, they're being as open with us about how they disposed of this guy, or if it was more, like, devious than that. Like, if there's an element of subterfuge here or not, I don't know. One of the other things that gets me is that he supposedly was put into the Backrooms for what, like 2-ish days before he managed to get, I don't know, a gun or something and get out. So I gotta wonder, did Peter Tench end up inhaling some spores? Was the air or the whatever of the Backrooms affecting him, or was he just under duress from having been stuffed into the Backrooms against his will? Because, like, there's pretty damning evidence that he was put back there against his will. So, like, I don't know. The cover story that we've been given doesn't gel. There's a lot of stuff to think about, and I've got to rewatch the few episodes back to back just to catch everything. Really wild stuff. I'm loving these developments. Oh man, new Backrooms episodes are so good. More theories, more crazy stuff. Oh man. Hey Eric Okapi. Hey Darkuma. A hot minute is 20 minutes because that's when you first get here. Okay. Well, good. Welcome after a hot minute. I'm happy if you're here regardless of how long you're here for, so don't worry. What I think about the phone call? That's a good question. I'm sure that's something related to the Department of Defense, but we can't really know yet. There's a lot of uncertainty. So I'm just going to say that it's likely See, I don't know. There are so many guesses you could have, and they could all be completely wrong. So, I don't know. I'm of the opinion that the bottom is going to fall out, and that there's going to be some sort of blowing the lid off of async kind of thing. It's very uncertain right now as to what to expect, just because, like, we just don't have all the pieces of the puzzle. We don't have all the information yet. And that's just how it is. That's unfortunate, but that's how it is. I wish we knew more, but we just don't. Hey, Scarlet. No, I'm not sus. I don't know what you're referring to, but no, I am not sus. But yes, wow, the Backrooms just... I wish Kane's video series was the only Backrooms video series in existence. Just because, like, nobody else does it quite like him, you know? It's amazing. Oh, 10 out of 10. Distress, he was already shown to be panicking as soon as that shit happened. And the cover was likely faked, like the 2 gunshots in the back of the head kind of... Yeah, exactly. Like, them throwing him into the Backrooms to get rid of him makes perfect sense. And that call we had, that was, the secret linked video in Reunion? That call alone tells me that there's a little bit more going on. Ivan Beck is both the antagonist and protagonist of the series. It's very weird. I can imagine this is not going to be a good ending. And also, so supposedly Peter Tench ran down a hillside and tripped and fell on a rock and died. I could maybe believe that that's real. Maybe. But the problem now becomes, what about his body? A, what do they do with that? And B, isn't he infected? Isn't that a huge liability? Are we going to see a bacteria monster after many, many years, or months, or whatever, however long it takes for them to incubate? Are we going to see one of those erupt out of Peter and it wreak havoc in the real world? Like, is that coming? Or are they just going to, like, incinerate his body and be like, no, Peter died in a fiery car crash. What are you talking about, man? I don't know. That's some creepy stuff. I'm wondering where this is all going now. Because, like, I'm still of the opinion that I Remember is a prophetic video. It is meant to foretell the downfall of async. It is sort of what you should expect going forward kind of stuff. Watch for the things foretold in I Remember to slowly make their way into reality, that these events are all going to happen and unfold. So we're looking for, async getting owned, basically. I bet the phone call at the end of Damage Control is something to do with the DoD saying, nah, we're pulling out. No, we've taken a second look at this. This seems sus. We're out. Something to that effect. Hearing us nerd out about that is 10 times more interesting than watching it. No, Rosie, you got to watch it yourself. Rossetti, you cannot deprive yourself of this. You have to watch these. Yes, nerding out about it is cool and all, but like you got to see it for yourself. It is not the same to hear someone with anal cysts talk about how awesome this thing is. Like, no, you gotta know for yourself and experience it firsthand. Like there ain't no substitute for experience. There just isn't. No amount of anal cysts in the world will ever be as good a time as seeing something happen. Oh, whoops. You like that pun I made? Yeah. Such an antagonist name, Ivan Beck. Yeah, it's a little antagonistic sounding. I think that's like on purpose, though. I think they would purposely cause the incubation. Do you think? Do they know that yet? Like, they know there are creatures, but they don't know what that entails or what that implies. But do they think there are... Like, Ivan Beck knows there's something because of the autopsy. But I don't know. There's got to be more. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel it's too early to say. What, Kayla? You're pulling out? What do you mean? Async already gave him a fake funeral like they discussed? Yeah. I imagine disposing of his body isn't going to be any more difficult than that. But that's if they know to dispose of the body by via cremation would really be like the best way, just because it would keep whatever that bacteria is from flourishing. And I have a feeling this is a potential loose end. The potential for a bacteria monster is exceptionally high. So no, I don't know. To be honest, not a fan of the Backrooms, Eric. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, you're missing out on an amazing series. But to each their own, I understand. Eric the cringe. Don't make too much fun of him, Amion. You can have your likes and dislikes. It's okay. But just know that I do not approve. I have nothing but the utmost respect for this series because it's just so good. It's so suspenseful. Every now and then you find or hear about something that's just so well made. Like this, I have a feeling this is a series that will be talked about for decades to come. I hope, anyway. I don't know. Never watched The Backrooms, Void Shadow. Ooh, you need to. The Backrooms by Kane Pixels. It is an absolute tour de force so far. There's no substitute for how amazing it is currently. Backrooms is another one of those things that gets big and then ruined by people trying to profit off it. Yes, exactly. However, that doesn't take away from how well made Kane's particular series is. You can say what you want about imitators. You can say what you want about other people who are trying this or that. I find that imitation's the sincerest form of flattery. Let people do what they want. But that the OG, awesome nature of whatever someone else has done, like, you can't ever diminish the value of that original work. No matter how hard someone may try to. No matter how many kids, amateur content creators, people like that, try to, do their own take on it. That's okay. I still feel like Kane's series stands on its own so well that it's not going to be the sort of thing you worry about. Because all the other amateurs who don't make it, who aren't very good, or who are just trying to cash in on it, they'll fall off. They'll be forgotten. Everybody else will probably remember the OG first. I hope. A lot of high quality videos. The 90% is 5/9 of... Yeah, I know. Never seen any Backrooms content. Oh, Herm, you were missing out. Also, my boy, Hermetic Lock in the chat. Say hello, everybody. Also, I've not made you a mod, Herm. I should probably do that. There we go. Don't feel like you're, you're not forced to do anything. You're not drafted in the traditional sense. Just that it's an honor. But yeah, the Backrooms by Kane Pixels is an absolutely phenomenal series. It truly is. Ah, damn it. Okay, I can't destroy this. I gotta keep the ceiling intact. Hope the Backrooms won't be recreated by Mr. Beast. Oh no, he'll do it. He'll do it for the views. There's no way he won't. I can't imagine. If he did Squid Game, he'll do the Backrooms. Because there's no way that that's not, a huge chance to, cash in on stuff. But who knows, really. Backrooms won't be recreated. Yeah, I know. Oh, hi. Yeah. Weather alert, it's been 30 here for the regular... Oh, yeah. Negative 30. Okay. I don't have one on yours, no. I've never been on... I've, said hi maybe once or twice, and that's it. So I don't think you would have had the chance, and don't feel like you have to. That's just a symbol of, I appreciate you, that kind of thing. Mr. Beast has balls to do that kind of stuff. Yeah, he would. Who knows? It might even be good. I don't think it'll ever be as good as Kane's stuff, but you know. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure I got all the rooms uniform. Issues arise with all the kids looking for Backrooms content. Yeah, I know. You got me. Okay, well, that's good. I like being got. Made the Backrooms in real life and trapped my friends in it. Be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. That's all I'm going to say on that one. And I know you're not wishing for it. You're like unironically shitposting about it, but like, be careful what you wish for, and be careful what you unironically shitpost for, because it can come true. It really, truly can. Worst nightmares have happened. Oh, hey, Kayla, how are you? Were you trying to get my attention? It's like how you all remember Yogscast. Yeah, exactly. The Yogscast may not necessarily have been the greatest thing ever, but there were moments and times that we all look back on fondly. I even went back and, not too recently, but about 3 or 4 years ago, I went back and looked up Diggy Diggy Hole, and I was like, oh my god, this has a literal metal band covering it. It's so good. And, like, that's the kind of quality that I hope the Backrooms has, where it's just like, everything else has fallen off save for a handful of things. And that's it. And the good stuff sticks around. That kind of thing. But who knows? Only time will tell. Okay, now then. My goal with this particular building is to have a sort of a processing facility for like cultivating and creating like herbs and drugs and not drugs, plants and things for like medicinal purposes, and like it's a research/cultivation facility, and it's primarily to, I don't know, do stuff related to that, stuff of that nature. But yeah, you guys never having... Jack, why are you pulling out? What are you talking about, Kayla? Whatever. Anyway. You search Mr. Beast Backrooms, there's a lot of fan-made vids. One of them is called Mr. Beast Brought... Oh, yeah, I know. You're never going to have an end to the fan-made stuff, but... For the most part, yeah. Okay, let's get... Ooh, I would want it to be hydroponic related. So we got tall, regular seagrass, and I'm probably gonna have to set this with world edit. So let's get some iron trapdoor. Oh, I already had that. Some glass. Polished black stone wall, maybe. We'll do the azaleas. Oh, wait, no. We'll do white stained panes. It's insane how big Mr. Beast has grown. Oh, I know. But he's the corporate YouTuber. So, like, just is what it is, I guess. Let's get some water bucket. Okay. And then... WT Scarlet? What now? Oh, you're Kayla on stream. I see here. I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway. Sorry, I'm being messaged by someone, and it's like, huh? Okay. Lever. I loved this little detailing I'm gonna show here in a bit. Let's do this. So, they're basically this is supposed to be a sort of research conducting type place. Do some levers here. Come on. Oh. That doesn't connect up immediately. What if I did it like that? Can I get this to... No, I can't. Crap, I'm gonna have to refer back to a video I saw. Oh, whoops. Damn it, I inadvertently destroyed my music. Give me a sec. No, that wasn't it. Fuck, I'm trying to find it. There we go. Stupid Japanese names is so annoying to like find which one I was using. Okay, now then. So there's this really, really cool design that I saw. Okay, so it was up oriented. I get it now. That explains it. Let's put it like this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, now that's more like a proper light fixture. Yeah, that works. That works great. Ooh. Let's extend this over one block. That'll do it. Now then. Japanese names look like magic tricks. I mean, it's not too bad when you know how to read them, but even then, like, I'm so used to reading English, I don't, like, it's just a nightmare trying to figure them out. There we go. Yeah, that's good. It's like hanging lights or a, something like that. Okay. Water this, and then we can do... we'll do horn coral. And we'll do this. Yeah, and then we can put these here and they don't die because this is waterlogged. Yeah. So it's trying to they're researching, like, oh, I know, since I've already tied this in before, so they're researching these coral little bits, right? Well, where did I put it? Is it... No, it'd have to be over this way. There is a giant... Yeah, right here. There's a giant coral beast, coral creature thingy, growing inside this artificial aquarium in here. And I never put anything inside this place. This is a research facility. This one's dying. So, like, this is more of an observation / containment tank. This one's healthy and alive. And then I've got another 2 of them. There's a red one over this way. Or no. There's a blue one. Yeah, the blue creature is here. The blue coral creature is in this one. It's inside the restaurant. This building is a restaurant, for those of you who don't know. Then the red one is over here in this little area. This is another containment area, although it's more secretive. And you can't really tell what it is from a glance, but that's what that is. And then there's another one right around here. This one's the purple one? Yeah. And so all the coral creatures sort of have been... They're this deep space, I don't know, critter of some kind. And they're being cultivated here on Space Valk 3 for some reason. Maybe for medicinal qualities, maybe to figure out what their properties are, stuff of that nature. And so this is the actual research facility itself that actually does the hard work of figuring out what these things are. Yeah, right here. So yeah, cool stuff. So I don't know. Are they hostile? I don't know. Love there's a narrative. I didn't really intend for there to be one, but it's sort of like turned into that. Like, it's more or less stuff that just came to me. Like, when I made this, this was the very first one of these that I made, way over here on the opposite side. Whoa. Yeah, right here. So I was making this building, and I couldn't ever think of what to put in here. And this is like one of the third or fourth building I ever made, was this giant, you know, thing. And then I built the casino here. Yes, this is actually a casino, Herm, with slot machines and everything. It's got blackjack, roulette, craps. The very top floor has pool tables, although these are not terribly well lit. I need to replace these with glow frames. Yeah, stuff like that. So like, oh, dartboards. There are dartboards right here. So like, this is the casino. And so I was just building all sorts of crazy stuff. This is an apartment complex with a pretty intricate little, you know, inner workings. Stuff like that. And like, then just one day out of the blue, I built this library. This was like the first building I ever streamed building, was this library. And I wasn't really sure what to do else. And so I had like an office building right here with like worker desks and all sorts of crazy stuff. And so just one day out of the blue, I was like, I'm bored. I don't know what I'm going to make. I'm literally blanking as to what to make on stream. Oh, I know. I'll just make a giant box and then fill it with coral, because coral was beautiful and I hadn't really like messed with it before. And I was like, yeah, I really want to like do something with this. But what? Well, I don't want to make just a regular boring ass aquarium. I mean, I could, but you know, I want it to be more than that. And then it just sort of turned into this. And then I'm like, yeah, this is actually a creature or some sort of deep space being that's being cultivated, or that's being kept here as a pet by the people of Space Valk 3, maybe? I don't know. And then slowly but surely I started making more. And then I made the one here. This is the purple one. Then there's the yellow and the pink one. And then I think that's it, right? There are only 5 flavors of coral. Yeah, there's the blue one, which is inside the restaurant. The pink and yellow are roommates. The purple one behind us and the red one. So yeah, that's all the types of coral. And so I've just sort of kept this idea in the back of my head ever since. Wage slave building? Yes, exactly. Floor map art is going to be sweet. Oh, I know. The only problem is if you get too much map art in one area, it still lags your game. Rendering all of those entities gets really, really taxing. Like, my PC can kind of handle it, but even I get problems with large amounts of item frames. It's the entities. That's the worst part. Invisible item frames, which you can only get through commands, aren't so bad, but like item frame items, you know, that you craft, those get really annoying. Meat consumption is not available due to an exploit. That's entirely a possibility, you know? Great. Wait a minute, can I access 4 blocks down? No, I can't. Like President's Business's artifact room from Lego Movie. Oh, yeah. Something like that, but I don't know. Maybe the planet nearby, wherever this place is, maybe it has these coral beings on there. And who knows, maybe they're hyper intelligent. And nobody is yet aware of precisely how intelligent they are. Just that they are intelligent. Or that maybe, to some degree, you know, they're beneficial. You don't want to, like, leave this resource potentially untapped. That kind of thing. Could you imagine if there was an ocean planet somewhere and that, convergent evolution had made a critter sort of like a coral, but it's a hive mind. And it spans the whole of their world, the whole of their planet. And as a result is just like the dominant life form and is actually quite intelligent. Wouldn't that be awesome? Honestly, somebody should write a sci-fi novel about something like that. And just make it a slice of life about the coral creature. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking anymore. These days, my mind is like nuts. I'm so looking forward to that break. Holy shit. Like, I'm losing my mind, I can tell. Oh yeah, for those of you who aren't aware, I'm taking a break after episode 200. 1 month break. So I will not be building Space Valk 3 starting whenever the... When is the 200th? 9 more, so... End of this week is 192 is Wednesday. So 194 on the 8th. 196 on the 15th. 198 on the 22nd. So 200 will be March the 1st. That's it. So at the rate I'm going, 200 will be March the 1st. All right. Fair enough. Okay, I feel like there needs to be some sort of a sprinkler system or some sort of a water related thing here. Oh, and also, yikes. I didn't want to put water everywhere. There we go. Ocean planet. I want to say Europe. The moon... Europa. Yeah, Europa has water, probably. But I absolutely 100% guarantee you there is no life anywhere else in the solar system. And that is strictly because most of these planets do not have an already functioning biosphere, and it is far too late for many of them to have a functioning biosphere. And the worst part of it is, a lot of these places are not in the protection of the gas giants. So, like, not only do you have extreme conditions, because we really don't know what the conditions of Europa even fully are. We got a good guess, but we don't have, like, 100%, really, really close, like, we've never been to Europa. We would have to go there and study it to be sure. But that I can tell you already, the formation of a biosphere outside of Earth is never going to happen without human intervention. And that's strictly because the time for that has already passed. There are certain biological... I don't want to say processes, but sort of like leaps, if you will. There are certain biological leaps that cannot be made beyond a certain level of development in a solar system. And we are already past the development point for biological life. So if it doesn't already exist on a world, it's not going to happen outside of human intervention. And unfortunately, anywhere outside the protection of the gas giants has so much stacked against it. It's just not going to happen. And yes, the gas giants protect in ways you can't imagine. The gas giants are the bouncers of the solar system. They're not perfect, obviously, because things like the Chicxulub impact happened millions and millions of years ago. You have, even today, you will occasionally still see, asteroids and stuff striking various places. But, you don't understand just how much of the early solar system was cleared away by the gas giants. The gas giants are the reason we have life on Earth. Life would have been wiped out 100% eons and eons ago, before even the Cambrian period, had the gas giants not formed. Like, the gas giants are really, truly our saviors in ways that people are not even able to appreciate. 3, that's 7. And yeah, it's just sort of, it's wild. Most people don't think of it in those terms, but like, it is what it is. And yeah, it's just not viable. There are so many conditions and things going against life, just in general. Okay, let's go for the purpley stuff. Okay, I really like this design, so I'm just gonna thieve my own design. I can do that. The lights make it look so cool. Thank you. Dripstone is a sprinkler system. Oh my god, that is amazing. Will it? No, it can't, because there's no viable space. Okay. Let's get some drippy drippy. Oh, that's gonna remove the lamp. Okay, well, I'll have to replace the lever. Yeah, the lights do make it look cool. Yeah, that video that Poncho Hamster posted a while ago, it has a weed farm in it. It's like major things every big player base needs, and it's like add these to your Minecraft world, and then it shows like a royal bed, and then it shows a weed farm and like some other dumb stuff, and I'm just like, holy crap, that looks amazing. Okay, if I put this here, should be fine, right? And then I can upside down slab waterlog, and that should still drip. Oh, well, in that case, I don't need dripstone at all. It'll still drip through the obsidian. Right? Am I tripping? Or will it be dripping? Let's find out. Smooth. Let's put a smooth quartz slab there. I may not need the dripstone after all. Because, see, then you can't see it, but it should still drip down. Yeah, there we go. Mission accomplished. Oh, crap. Water, water. Smooth. There we go. The Titan probe was Huygens probe. Oh, okay. Saturn's moon Titan could be habitable in the future. The only moon with an atmosphere, only one probe visited. Only moon with an atmosphere. Atmosphere of Titan. Isn't that the one that's like mostly nitrogen, 95, and methane? No. Small amounts of carbon-rich compounds. Isn't it like super cold? I don't know. Titan's a little... Maybe Titan could be interesting. But no, I don't think anything lives there because it's... Like, life needs a certain temperature gradient. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Unless it's like warmer under there. I don't think so. Aren't there like liquid oceans of methane on Titan or something like that? Okay, how long is this? 10 blocks long. Okay. This is only 8. No, that's 10. Okay, cool. But yeah, it's weird. Life is not so formidable. Or it's formidable, but it's not like... It's easy for things to go wrong. Man, I haven't made set pieces like this in a hot minute. I don't know, want to go there with a lighter? Ooh. Actually, I don't think that would do anything. If you went to an incredibly methane-rich place like Titan, I don't think your lighter would light. Because lighters are butane-fueled, and they only light because of oxygen in the air. And methane only burns in the presence of oxygen. and nitrogen is too inert for you to get that. So that's not likely to actually work out. So actually, no, I don't think you're going to get anything. Your lighter would never flick on, basically. That's the feeling I get. I'm pretty sure that's how the chemistry works. I could be wrong, but that I'm 90% certain you ain't. You're not lighting Titan on fire. It doesn't work that way. You need, especially if you're combusting something like methane, you need... when you burn something, there's something called the fire triangle. And that is a ratio of starting energy to fuel to oxygen. And that if you increase the ratio of any of these components, you get a stronger fire. But in a place like, the atmosphere of Titan, where there just is no very, very little trace amount of oxygen, you're just out of luck. You're never going to get a fire started. It's the same reason that water puts out a fire. You sap all the energy away from the fire, and it goes cold. And without all that, without enough energy to keep the reaction going, it dies. And yeah, like I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure because there's no oxygen there, you're never going to get that far in the first place. So like if you snuff out a fire, it dies. Well, you take away the oxygen. If you put water on it, you take away the energy. And then obviously if you let it burn to cinders, you take away the fuel. And the fire dies out either way. That's usually how it works. Oh. I need smooth slabs. Or regular slabs, not smooth slabs. I like this striated pattern where you can see the smooth versus the regular quartz here. That's a really cool pattern. Can't light Titan on fire? That was on your bucket list? Oh, I'm sorry, man. What happens if a meteor hits? Asteroid, not much. I mean, it would get swallowed up. But, I'm not really sure what you're expecting, Stone. Like, if a collision happened on a place like Titan, like a meteor collision, you're not really getting anything, like, super fantastic. Like, yeah, it'll still cause fire and destruction to a degree, but it would pitter out. Like, if you want a fireball, like you want a real show, you would need to go all the way back to the early solar system to when Theia collided with Earth. Or rather, proto-Earth. It was not yet Earth. Like, that would be a fireworks show. That would be the kind of, world-ending, planet reforming kind of collision. And unfortunately, everything in the solar system is so cleaned up and uniform now, you're never going to get that. No two solar bodies in the Sol system are ever going to collide again like that. Not without human intervention. But then obviously you'd have to be a madman to want to do that. To willingly try to force celestial bodies in the Sol system to intentionally collide. Like, you'd have to really go out of your way on that one. But if you can move celestial bodies like that, like, I doubt very much people are going to put it to use to just knock, asteroids and stuff together. That doesn't seem like a good use of everyone's time and resources. Okay, I put a stair. That feels like a huge, huge waste. Unless you're intentionally trying to, like, snowball one of the dwarf planets into a full-blown planet. Maybe. I could see that being someone's, to-do project in the far future. Getting a bunch of the dwarf planets in the Kuiper Belt and out near the Oort Cloud, getting a bunch of them together and then corralling them in such a way that they have to smack. Now kiss, and bam, Pluto and Ceres and Charon all go. You could have that happen. If you're really, 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 really devious, you could probably pull that off. However, I'm also pretty sure that would be incredibly devastating. So I don't know. That's very iffy. But I could see people doing it. Ooh. That waterlogged instead of placing. I wanted to place the water. Okay. I'm just gonna have to suck it up. Huh? Huh? Why aren't you waterlogging? I can't get it to, Fine then, I will do it this way. I'll just put a bunch of slabs up here and waterlog them that way. Oh no, it's leaking! Anyway. And there we go. Alright, cool. Now I've got an internal water reservoir in there, so I can put these in here. So like the idea is that each one of these tanks is trying to study a different effect in a different environmental... Oh, you can't put them on that? Ah, crap. A different environmental setup for each type of coral. See if they thrive under this or that condition. And in this condition... Oh, I should probably put a few dead ones in here just to like... Just for added effect. Horn... There we go. Because, like, these conditions are killing the yellow one. Yeah, that'll work. Narrative world building with Jacktherippa. It reminds you of a TV show called Red Dwarf where they have to play pool with nuclear weapons to move planets around to stop the effects of a white hole. Oh, I loved Red Dwarf. Red Dwarf was so good. Oh, my God. It was so sad that Red Dwarf got, like... mishandled toward the end of that series, but oh man, Red Dwarf is a to die for hilarious series. The writers on Red Dwarf knew what they were doing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can put... good news, everyone! I can fit another tank in between here. Okay, so this is on the final edge of this one. So I can put, like, that right there. Felt robbed? Yes, it was very robbed. A couple days ago, you got rickrolled by a YouTube ad. Oh, damn, dude. You know? When life gives you rickrolls, I don't know, accept the futility of your own mortality. I don't know. Okay, let's move this bad boy 3 blocks that way. No, that's too far. Too far. That's too far. Okay. 4 blocks clearance here, 5 blocks here. Okay, yeah. There we go. Yeah, that'll look cool. How many? 9. Anyway, still can't fathom Space Valkyria as a concept because you're not a builder at all. The amount of creativity and dedication is... I mean... To me, it's just Monday. And I just do this. Like, I realize that's so weird from your perspective because you're not used to that kind of thing. But, like... I've been streaming this place for about 2 years now. And it really, like... It's just so muscle memory, I guess, at this point for me. I don't think about it. I just do. And I don't know. I don't know how to put it. It just is a thing. It needs doing. I'm not giving up on this place, etc. So here I am. I'm sorry it's not your usual, the thing you're capable of ordinarily doing. I find that if you push yourself slowly but surely, you'll get there. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's to each their own. Okay. Now, what sort of medium do I put in here? Leaves can be waterlogged. That's right, waterlogging leaves is brand new now. I forgot about that. Red Dwarf, didn't know it. It was the 90s. It was the late 80s, and it ended in the mid to early 90s. Red Dwarf is an old British comedy from the late 80s. It's so good. It's hilarious. You will die of laughter, I tell you. Okay, maybe using obsidian as a substrate. And then we'll just put a bunch of this and let it all die and not water, and just drip it. Drip feed it down. Just to prove that it needs a more constant water source than that. Oh, and then we need the lighting. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I only did 2. I'm a dummy. I love this lighting setup. I'm going to use it more for different things. It's so good. It's so, like... It has this character to it. Like, yeah, I guess this is the type of lighting you would use in hydroponics or something, right? It's imitating light from the sun. As best it can, anyway. Really cool stuff. It's not just Monday, it's Monday with Jack. Exactly, Scarlet. Exactly. It's building with Jack on a Monday. But for the most part, no, I'm not. I don't know. I'm just so used to doing this. I've been working on Space Valk 3 for going on 6 years now. It's second nature to me. I don't know how to put it. If I had to, like... well, I do want to take a break, but that... Even then, inevitably, I'll return. And that, you know, at some point... I don't know, at some point I'm going to be done with this place. It's going to be finished, and then I won't know what to do. Because... I don't know, this is just like... I've poured so much effort into this place, and so much time, and so much thought into it, that when this is inevitably over and done... I'll be lost. I'll be at a loss as to what to do next. Okay. So the dripping. is more for show than anything else. This is just to prove that it needs a more hardy substrate and then water. It went a bit too far in one direction as opposed to the other. And that a constant watery state and constant good lighting is key for this organism's success, to thrive. Which is true, because that's how Minecraft corals actually work. They gotta be waterlogged. They don't need light, though. That's just an extra detail I added in. Because, see, without adequate lighting, this is kind of like dying. I'll take more screenshots of the purple and black cube and more... Oh, yes, please do, Hey Peanuts. Yes, I would love to see more of that. That build looks so good. Is it on a server and you can't download it, or are you just not willing to give it out? Which is fine, if otherwise. Oop. I hate how tiny these glass panes are. Hitting the right balance of trying to fit them all into place and not breaking them or not misplacing them is such a pain. Get it? It's a pain in the glass? Ah ha 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 ha. I noticed that YouTube was waiting for you to realize. What now? Still looks amazing, Melanie. Thank you. Okay, good. This one worked out. Okay. Anyone else remember the old-ass Nickelodeon show Space Cases? No, I never saw that. That must have been from well after I was a kid. Because, there's a lot of stuff from that time period of when I was a kid that nobody here would probably remember. Maybe. But that, like, stuff that came afterward, it just wouldn't, I wouldn't have bothered to watch it. Case 1. Inadequate. Wait a minute, am I spelling adequate wrong? Quite. Yeah, there we go. Inadequate lighting. Oh. Failure. Point of failure. That's what I should put. Point of failure. Inadequate. Damn it, I did it again. Lighting. Boink, boink. Yeah, I like that. That stands out well. And I'll slap that one there. No, actually, let's have this be sort of like a monitor, like on a computer screen. It needs some sort of like readout. You would need to know. Oh, and let's put a command block here. Yeah, I've not really bothered to use any of this stuff before, and I kind of want to make it look like it's a computer. Sorry if you were trying to build this in survival, you'll have to figure out another block to sub for that. And put a little thingamabobby there. Maybe put a second one on the other side. Okay. And then if I put an item frame on this, what could I put in that item frame? Preferably something that would look nice. That would complement the button. No. Too much Z fighting. No, it's got to look like a computer. Proper computer part, no. Chisel? No, too much Z fighting again. Hate that. Maybe an anvil? That's got a lot of texture to it. Still a lot of Z fighting. I don't like that. Maybe instead of that, I could put a lever. Oh no, that just covers it up entirely. I could make an invisible armor stand holding an anvil. I don't know how that would look, though. Found me from Salcy1. Welcome, Pinked. Will there be a world download? Yeah, when it's finished. I've been working on this bad boy for 2 years. I ain't giving up now. Actually, maybe. I don't know. Does that look sufficiently techy? Whoops. Sort of like a keyboard, I guess. Let's put a Blackstone pressure plate. Oh wait, it can't go on there because of the sign. Yeah. That'll do. Although, actually, I kind of want to turn this portion around. It looks good, but I don't know. Gray pressure plate? Carpet? Maybe. I like the Blackstone pressure plate better myself, but whatever. I know World Edit? Yeah, I know it fairly well. World Download Release? Yeah. I make frequent backups, so this place isn't going anywhere. Don't worry. Oh, actually, I meant to make this smooth. Okay, well, forget what I said about the command block. You will all... Those of you who want to make this in survival will still be able to. Although the only problem is you can't get past this now. Okay. Yeah, I like that. At least you'll be able to get around this. Bong. Okay, yeah, I like this design for a computer terminal. Yeah, and it even connects up like it's sort of monitoring the internal bits of the thingamabob there. That'll work. Okay, we don't need that. I'll have to use more buttons elsewhere. I want to be able to make this place look sufficiently interesting. Blackstone pressure plate is, the fuck is that? Well, it's a polished Blackstone pressure plate. It is exactly what it sounds like. It is a pressure plate made of polished Blackstone. Just imagine it's like a keyboard without markings on the keys, you know? Like, you would tap it and work on it like a regular keyboard, but you don't know what keys are what. Basically. Not at a glance. You would know via muscle memory if you know how to type. But beyond that. Okay. Case 2. Point of failure. Insufficient moisture. Boink, boink. There we go. Thought that was a toilet, not gonna lie. Well, it kind of looks like one, I'm not gonna lie too. But all in all, Yeah, it does look like a toilet. Holy shit. That looks like a space-age toilet. That is hilarious. But also just pretend it's not. The only problem is the little trapdoor here occupies all of this space, so I can't put anything under it to like connect it up. I mean, I can move this one. I can move this up, but then I can't put the pressure plate on top. So like I can do it like this. But now I can't place a pressure plate. So I guess it's kind of like a computer terminal, but and then I can put a block under there or something, maybe another anvil. Perhaps another, I don't know, something. Nah. I'll keep it the way I had it. It looks good enough. You know, use your imagination. We're never going to have something perfectly like a computer in Minecraft. Whoops. That's just how it is. Okay. Case numero de race. Successful. Wait, is it 2 S's in successful? Yeah. Successful. Okay. Bam. Does look like 4 buttons on a terminal. A little bit. Wham. Bam. Get rid of this, and there we go. I like that. You can access the terminals well enough. Yeah, it's a little obtuse. Don't step on this pressure plate because it will trigger and the trapdoor underneath will be knocked off. Oh, trapdoor dupe. New dupe discovered, guys. Trapdoor dupe. Look at me, I'm just so smart. I've discovered a duplication exploit. For legal reasons, this is satire. No exploit has actually been found. Okay. So we've got these tanks that are researching the coral monster thingies. This is the second floor. What could be the... What would be good for the first floor? So you come in through here, and immediately to your left, you've got this... Or to your right, sorry. You have this open space. It's probably the first thing you'll see when you get in. So, like, what do? What would you immediately think? I immediately think I want some form of access up to this platform. Abusing light blocks are useful for making lighting look cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, Meaver. How are you? Also, welcome all new people. I've noticed some new faces in chat today, so, you know. It's only a toilet if you're determined enough to make it one. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. Telling me the only one other saw... yeah, well, you're not the only one who saw that, Sam. Space urinal. I do need to make a bunch of, like, public toilets, don't I? Never going to be able to unsee the toilet now, thanks to me. Yeah. You know what? Actually, unironically, I know of a spot where I think I can put some public toilets. Because, like, a bunch of people were taking note that there aren't any toilets here. So where would you go? There are private houses and businesses, but some of those don't have toilets at them. To be fair, that is a bit of an oversight on my part. Let me just go into spectator, it's faster. But there is actually a spot way over here. Where'd I put it? Ah, right here. Right here. And I was like, I don't know what to make this. I was just sort of making it, and it looked cool, but I didn't know what it'd actually be. Now I think I do. This seemingly pretty sort of, it's got a little garden space on top. You know, it just sort of looks nice. Yeah. This area right here could be a public restroom. So I'm going to mark that out for later. Because I'm genuinely at a loss as to what to do with some of these places. And it's actually fairly dark in here. So yeah, I could make this a public toilet. Easily. Easy. Get an entrance way going. There we go. It's so massive. Oh yeah, actually, since a bunch of new people are here, let me go ahead and just do a real quick tour. We're kind of getting toward the end of the stream anyway. Let me turn it up to maximum value. Oh yeah. Isn't this place just absolutely breathtaking? So from the very, very center here, also it's hurting my frame rate even. And I've got a beefy computer, and it hurts even me. And those of you who want to know my specs, here they are. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, like, it hurts even me to try to load this entire place all at once. But, you know, it works out. Rethinking voxel shaders is one of the newer shaders. Yeah, it's a little rough around the edges, but I've tried rethinking voxels. It's not bad. It needs some tweaking, but it's not bad. So yeah, this is the state of Space Valk 3 as of 2020-23. And I tell you, this place is really ballooned in size and depth. It's gotten so much more dense and interesting. Like, there's so much going on here now. Oh, if you'd showed 2020, Jack, this place, my jaw would be through the earth. Like, I don't think I could have envisioned it being like this way back then. And for context, don't tell anyone I did this. Let me get on there real quick so that hopefully nobody else is on there real fast. Let me find it. The end. Nope, back. End. Yeah. Space Valk 3, Jack's single player world was not on 2B2T like this. So, 12/2/2020. Oh, that's Space Valk 2. So this is... Oh, I can't spectator mode. Damn it. Man, I wish we had spectator. I wish I could get into spectator, if nothing else. Yeah, so this was the place in 2020. And in early 2020, I got the place built up to the edge of the disc. As you can see right here, you know, this is how it was. I love abusing rockets. Once finished, you have to copy the overworld to get a map for it? No. I've got a map of it on Space Valk 3 itself. Didn't think it was this huge. It's 1 kilometer wide, yes. Actually, this version only goes from... This version's smaller than mine. This is the farthest block right here at So negative 110, 604. So negative 110, 604 minus, and then we go to the opposite end. I don't think the city, I hadn't like finished envisioning the city, but like I'd never imagined it would be this grandiose. So we got to go all the way to the opposite side. It's like 1005, I want to say. So yeah, minus 111606. Okay. Yeah, that's 1002, but it's inclusive. So it's including the blocks themselves. So 1002 plus 2. So you add on 2 more blocks. So it's 1004. Although that doesn't sound right. That should be 1005. Maybe that doesn't include, I don't know, something isn't factored into that math that should be. But yeah, wow. When's the last time we could look down here and just see nothing? You know, it's all just totally empty. Like, holy crap. It's been ages. Oh, take care, Sam. 2020, 2020, yeah. In the most cursed year in human history. And then so you compare it to my own. And it's like 1075 now. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have world edit, so I can't use the wand to show it off. But I can on this version. Oh, wait. Oh, poopy. So, I showed you the December 2020 version. Nope, no, cancel. Hit the wrong thing. Phew, that was close. Then I had Space Valk 3 in my single player world. And this is where I started working on it in late 2020. I started streaming, and then I started adding things to the disc itself. The actual city. Like, it took all of late 2019 to about mid 2020 to get the disc totally finalized. It's just, I don't think I could only like imagine what a city on this thing would look like. I couldn't really, I never got it this complete on 2B2T, sadly. But hey, it's here on the archive if you want to look at it. So yes, that is my base. And so this is what it is today. There's just so much more going for it now. Like this blue glass line here marks out the edges. So like right here is the center line, I believe. Whoa. Zoom. And so like up to here, I believe. Nope. 1075, yep. So this whole thing is 1075 blocks long now. Oh, don't mind any of this stuff out here. These are experiments. This is a really, really successful experiment that I found. Was this design right here. These are just end rods. Whoa. And they're just end rods in the shape of a sphere that I generated with World Edit. And so it gives this really trippy look to it. Yeah, wow, that right there will give you a headache if you stare at it too long. So I took that design and I covered an obsidian sphere much the same way. I also put these sort of, I don't know, support pylons, like it's all floating on something now. And then I overlaid a bunch of end rods over the obsidian, and that's how I got this effect. Looks really good. And it's following the same sphere grid. And then this is a central cylinder with a sphere shell, but then with layers cut out every so often to sort of give a, I don't know, an illusion. I guess, I don't know. It's a cool effect, so much so that it inspired the creation of this building right here. Same sort of idea. So yeah. The Death Star, a little bit, but it's not quite the Death Star. At least it's not meant to be. If it looks like it, that's just coincidence. I did not design anything here to be Death Star-esque. You saw a black sphere? It may have only been black because it was out in render distance. Or out of render distance, rather. What other black sphere may you have seen? If I keep going too far this way, I'll hit the mainland. Yeah. I deleted all the end stone because it was ugly. Thought that was the sun? Yeah, it kind of looks like it, doesn't it? But it's just a clump of end rods in the shape of a sphere. So yes, that's more or less Space Valk 3. There are lots of really like intricate buildings, and like in here I put a bunch of shops. Funny enough, I made an armor clothing shop over here and a tool shop. The House of Swag and Suave, this is it. And I made like a bunch of stuff like this, and this was before trim was announced. Now I've got to go back to this and like make a new something or another with trim involved. Like, it's really unfortunate that it happened the way that it did, but oh well. And then this is a blocks emporium, various blocks of various types, tools. Ah, this is a really cool effect. So I've spawned in a bunch of armor stands that are all invisible, and they're all holding tools, so it looks like these tools are on sort of wall-mounted holders. And you can buy God armor and God tools this way. It's really cool. Sphere of nether lights inside a sphere of end rods. I don't know. Try playing around with something like that. Only end rods are painful to build with. Holographic look. Yes, end rods really do have that really smooth holographic look. Like you've got a giant projected hologram. But unfortunately, you really have to know what you're doing ahead of time. And we've got more other places here. Sphere of nether light. I don't know what that would really look like. Do I get lost? Not anymore. It's easy to like accidentally take a wrong turn, but lost, not particularly. This is supposed to be a tourist destination, almost like a zoo, but more informal. Like this is an information counter. I just got to put like the fixins on it. This is a bit of a miniature food court with vending machines. This upper area was going to be sort of mall, outlet strip mall type shop area. I don't know. I haven't put any shops in here yet. And then up here you get a really, really, really nice sort of walkway sky view, or skyway view of the entire place. I called this, it's based off the Arc de Triomphe in France, so I call this the Arc of Triumph, because it's a ripoff of the Arc de Triomphe. But mine's better. So there. This is a corporate building. Yet another corporate building. This one actually has items floating in the... well, let me really zoom in here. It's got invisible armor stands holding items floating inside the glass to simulate a real, legitimate vending machine. You still can't get any items out of it, but you know. And then we have our corporate CEO with his tacky, you know, very kind of full of himself style, what would you call this? Like, just tacky modern art, because like he's an avid art collector. He thinks he's got a little putt-putt golf course, or a little mini golf course in his own, you know, in his own office. He's got like a business section here. He worships Mao, typical CEO, soulless corporate art, you know, the standard fare. He's got a very, very specific dragon egg lamp, which is not too common. Very expensive lamp, don't break it. What else? He's got a little kitty, El Cayman, the name of the cat. We got a bunch of offices down below, little cubicles, but these cubicles are a little swaggy, little swanky, nicer than usual cubicles. Usual cubicle is a much more drab thing. So you get the idea. This is this building. I haven't done much else with some of these buildings. This was a fun little thing to make. Not this area up here. This is a teleporter. Let me come in here. So you walk up to the teleporter. You come in this way, and you can go up to the upper floor here. And this is, I believe, the northern? Yeah, this is the northern teleporter. And so you can... First of all, these are supposed to be closed so that you can't just walk into them. Anyway, so you literally walk into this, and it teleports you to the other one clockwise. So this should be the western one. Or something like that. And so it teleports you 90 degrees clockwise of where you are. So now there's these condominiums here. There's... Oh, what else is in the area? This is a giant sort of gazebo walk-through area. I don't really know what I was thinking when I made this. I just thought it looked good. Glowberries were new, so I wanted a sort of hanging gardens looking place. It's basically all it is. Another little gardeny area. I got lots of gardens. More gardens than I know what to do with. Kind of went a little overboard with gardening, I'm not gonna lie. Then this is the hollow deck. You come up here. I've still not managed to fix and do this, as it would require a lot of trouble. But I was gonna make a sort of hollow deck that imitates a level, oh god, it's bright in here, from Super Mario 64. So I was gonna make a little diorama of every single Super Mario 64 level that you could then swap out with a series of command blocks. So I don't know, I may or may not complete that. Depends. Just other little buildings like this. This is a giant art installation. Really don't know what I was thinking when I made this either. It's something else. It really is. You got this nice sort of corridor look. I like how it turned out, even if it's a little weird. Whoa. Ah, yes, and then these blue tubes here. These are minecart tracks that take you everywhere. There's a series of minecart rails that go all over the entire place. I've got to make more minecart rails. We saw this building very, very briefly. This was the only building on the disc in 2020. And there are 4 of them on each of the cardinal directions. And this is a sort of hub station. A lot of these, minecart places, they all meet up here. And you can ride the rails and go just about anywhere in the city. So the entire city is very, very well connected. Like, this takes you to another place here. I don't think I've done anything with this building in a long time. Just stuff of that nature. Oh, man. Ooh, sorry. Some of the houses your dad showed you were really big and got lost in one, and when he was showing you the house, he found you sitting on the bed. Oh, okay. This is was a giant digital clock. Though I think it's kind of lost the clock feel to it. I don't know. You're not really ever going to be looking up at this and going, yes, I wonder what time it is. Here's another little eatery. This place has a lot of vending machines in it. Oh, I haven't put the map art in these. No wonder. Yeah, you were totally here for the stream. It's too late for Hayes? Oh, huh. Well, howdy, Mike. Look what the cat dragged in. Nah, I'm kidding. Welcome, Mike. Thank you for showing up. Got a little arcade here, a little water dispenser, water cooler, giant pool table. More awesome stuff, a keg of beer. This is a full-blown house with TV, paintings, a kitchen. I've tried to be as thorough with a lot of this. I feel like some of the details are missing now. Was there stuff on the walls that popped off? I don't remember. Oh wow, this chair, this couch chair looking thing is so bad. I think I was gonna put more map art in there. And then this is the actual entrance. Yeah, this is Space Valk 3. We got so much stuff left to finish. And there's so much I haven't even shown. Like in here. This is a giant power generator. Sort of a reactor of sorts. I don't know. I haven't really finished what I want for it, but you get the idea. This is another really cool building. Unfortunately, it's totally hollow. I have no idea what I want to make in this. But damn, doesn't it look cool. And then this is that research area I was working on. So yeah, that about wraps us up, I believe. I've got to do more on this. I might make some more on every level. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, your head's starting to hurt. You're going to go, Caleb. Okay, take care. Well-deserved break? Yeah. New Cane Pixels. Yes, I saw, Mike. I already watched it. Let's talk about that. Oh, I already talked about it. No. I simply think that there's more going on than what we've been told. Peter Tench being killed off is convenient, to say the least. What that really means for the series as a whole going forward, I don't know. But I imagine there's going to be more fallout. I don't know what. I don't know how. I don't know what it'll look like. I don't know when. But I'm convinced that the house will be taken by the sea and that we have begun to see the cracks form. And that's it for now. Apart from that, I'm going to put some buttons, maybe only every other block. And yeah, I'm gonna call it here for the evening. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out and watching me. I appreciate it. You know, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Give me all the love you can. I appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter and TikTok and all my other socials, and join our Discord, all of which is linked down below. And apart from that, I'd like to thank you all those who donated especially. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I appreciate it so much. Y'all take care. Bye.